There are people who say, "I'm fine," so naturally, even when they're completely falling apart inside. And the strange part is, most of them don't even expect anyone to notice anymore. But there's a hidden reason behind that habit, and once you understand it, you'll never hear those words the same way again. Sometimes "I'm fine" isn't honesty, it's protection. You get used to hiding your emotions because somewhere along the way you learned that being vulnerable feels unsafe. Maybe every time you opened up, you felt ignored, misunderstood, or like your feelings were too much. So now, instead of explaining what's wrong, you smile, stay quiet, and carry everything alone. And people around you may think you're strong because you rarely complain, but deep down, constantly pretending drains you more than anyone realizes. The hardest part is that you often convince yourself you're okay too. You distract yourself, you stay busy, you avoid silence because silence forces you to feel what you've been suppressing. Psychology calls this emotional masking. It happens when someone hides their real emotional state to avoid judgment, rejection, or burdening others. Over time, it becomes automatic. You stop asking for support not because you don't need it, but because you no longer believe anyone will truly understand. And I think many people don't want attention when they say, "I'm fine." They just want someone patient enough to notice they're not. So what should you do if this sounds like you? Start answering honestly in small ways instead of hiding everything. Allow yourself quiet moments instead of constantly distracting your mind. Pay attention to people who make you feel emotionally safe around them, because healing usually begins the moment you stop performing strength all the time. And that's the reason those simple words, "I'm fine," can carry so much pain underneath them. Not because someone wants to lie, but because they've learned survival is easier than vulnerability. Because sometimes the people who say the least are fighting the loudest battles inside themselves.